Hello everyone, welcome to Jashwant Rek YouTube channel. Today in this class you will learn about the electronic configuration. Okay, so first you will learn about electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration? Electronic configuration of an atom is the representation of an arrangement of electrons distributed among the orbital shells and subshells. Once again repeating, electron configuration of an atom is the representation of the arrangement of electrons distributed among the orbital shells and subshell. So then what are the uses of electronic configuration? So we can find the exact position of an electron. So first, let example, this is an atom. Okay, this is nucleus, this is first orbital, this is second orbital, this is third orbital, and so on. So here the electrons will be present in the first orbital, either second orbital, either third orbital. Okay, to find the exact position of an electron, electronic configuration to find the exact position. Molar's diagram. What is this? This is Molar's diagram. The electronic configuration is in the form of N, L, X. They will be in the form of NLX structure. N, L, X. So that where N represents an principal quantum number, where L represents angular momentum quantum number, where X represents an number of electrons present in that subshell or orbital. So here N is orbital. Here N is principal quantum number which represents the orbital, where N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3, N is equal to 4, N is equal to 5, so on. Okay, here Aufbau's principle, one principle will come, that is Aufbau's principle. Electron first enters into the lowest energy level. Here what is the lowest energy level? This one. Okay, in this process the electron will move. Okay, this process the electron will move up to this. Electron started going this side and it will end in this side. Okay, electron exits in this path only. Next, our stability, capacity of an. First we will learn about that. What is orbital? Where N is equal to 1, it represents first orbital. This first orbital have subshells. Here first orbital where N is equal to 1 have one subshell, that is S subshell. Subshells are S comma P comma D F. These are subshells. Okay students, what are subshells? S, P, D, F. These are subshells. Okay, these are subshells of a orbital where N is equal to 1 have only single subshell and can up to hold 2 electrons, where N is equal to 2 have 2 electrons, 2 subshells, where subshells are S comma P. They can hold up to 8 electrons. The second orbital where n is equal to 2 can hold up to 8 electrons. So in this way they can hold the capacity of an electrons, we know. And next, the capacity of a where S can hold up to suborbital subshell, that is S can hold up to 2 electrons, P can hold up to 6 electrons, D can hold up to 10 electrons, where F can hold up to 14 electrons. Okay, where let's take an example, that is hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom has Z is equal to 1 and the number of electrons present in an hydrogen atom is 1 and the electronic configuration of an hydrogen atom is 1 s 1. See children, 1 s 1. Is this in the form of NLX method? Yes, correct, that is in the form of NLX method. So next, sodium atom. Okay, sodium atom. Next, sodium atom, where ZL atomic number of sodium atom is 11 and the number of electrons present is 11. The electronic configuration of sodium atom is 1s2 1s2 2s2 2p6, then this one 3s1, that is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. So S can hold, S suborbital can hold 2 electrons and P can hold up to 6 electrons. So next we will sum of the electrons, that is 2 plus 6 plus 1 is gives rise to 11 electrons. So where sodium atom has 11 electrons and the electronic configuration of each electron is found, that electronic configuration of total sodium atom is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. So thank you children, I hope that you understand the class. Please leave a like